Hi, beautiful souls. Hope you're doing well and fine. So, I wanted to discuss this interesting spiritual concept. And again, I'm referring to these concepts that have become trendy. And I want to refer to them as the spiritual industry, basically. And I want you just to notice that sometimes there's fear. They're fear-based in a way. There's like this underlying fear, but it doesn't sound like fear. It's basically gaslighting. You know how you're like, well, if everyone's saying the same thing, then it must be true. And it's kind of like being like, wait a minute, it may not feel true for me, or it causes anxiety, or it causes a bit of like stress on my system, or it makes me start to panic about the future, or about my worth, or about my validity, or what I should do. And so I'm going to talk about this one specific point, showing the differences. There are times where when you're going to listen to anyone speaking in the spiritual industry, and they'll say, well, when you get a download about something you're supposed to do, run with it, because if it's come through to you, that means the collective has the opportunity to grab it and they run with it. And when you hear that, you're like, oh my God, it's true. Like if I receive a download for a project or an idea, or, okay, these are my kids, just if you could hear them. So if you receive that kind of download, then just know that there is no one else that's going to do this but you. So there's no need for the fear of missing out to show up. There's no need to run and burn yourself out. There's no need for you to start to panic and be like, oh my God, somebody else is going to steal my idea because now it's part of the collective downloads because I got a download. And if I don't listen to source now and I don't follow through, it'll just float to somebody else's reality who's going to take it over. And you may right now be like, oh, but there are many things that I thought of. Like I thought of so many ideas, and then I look and years later or months later, somebody else has created that idea. So I can trust and believe what these people are saying. But then I will say, it may not have been for you. You might have just been seeing from it, you're attuned intuitively to what the collective may need, but it may not be your passion or the thing that you specifically desire to create, or that it'll come through you. Maybe you're just intuitively connected to the network, right? Which a lot of us are, because that's how they use it. They kind of tell you, well, remember when you had that one idea and then you slept on it for 3 years and you did nothing, and then you find this other person actually created that? I'm like, yeah. Is because this person slept on it because it wasn't for them to do. They were just connected to the network that this thing is about to be created. It's a very different feeling, because the other feeling feels very anxious based. It feels like, oh my God, I'm missing out. Oh my God, Source gave me this idea and I've done nothing with it, and now somebody else took it over. Next time an idea comes, whether I am attuned to it, whether I like it or not, whether this is for me or not, I'm going to do it anyway. And I can feel it. There's like an anxiety that takes over. There's like a state of panic that takes you over. That anxiety and worry is not of service to you. It doesn't let you see clearly whether this is right for you and this is what you want to accomplish or not, because then it is so natural for us to get into the busy work mode, right? The busy mode work for something that you're not maybe passionate about, or something that you don't have like an inclination towards, or something that you would probably hate a year later. Like be like, what the hell did I get myself into? This is like tedious work that has nothing, it doesn't bring me joy, right? So just pay attention to a lot of the language that is being used, and how fear-based, or like it's as if they're working with our need to find our purpose, but on the opposite end, being like, now panic because another person's going to take your idea, right? This was meant for you. You missed your opportunity. Your opportunity is gone. It's lost. The truth is, my love, this is the truth of all truths. When the inspiration comes and you feel like doing it, nothing can stop you from doing it, not even your egoic mind, because it'll just be, it's as if all of a sudden you're on this autopilot mode where you're following through with your higher self that's guiding. It's not your ego mind anymore. It's not the worry. It's not the fear. It's just you're inspired to do this thing, and then you're doing all the work, and it doesn't feel like work in a way. You are working, but it just feels like, it feels more delightful. It feels exciting. It feels like I can do that. I want to do this. Not that I can, so I'm going to talk myself into it. Like, I want to do this thing. Like, I want to pursue this. It's a very different feeling. It's a feeling of, yeah, that you're gonna be worried, like, oh, can I finish this paperwork? Like the normal stuff, but it won't be a belief inside that's speaking that if you don't do this, you're going to miss out. This is your one opportunity. And after this one, you're going to have no purpose and you're going to miss out. Like, there's something weird in that energy. And I cannot believe it to be true. And this is what I keep hearing from Source. What makes you feel better when you think about it? If it makes you feel rushed and stressed and worried and like, oh my God, an opportunity will go on me, I won't get it done, somebody else will take it, that is all very dark, dense energy. And that's when you listen to your body and listen to yourself and be like, how is this conversation I'm listening to, how is this information making me feel about me, right? Does it make me talk worse to myself, or does it make me calm everything down and feel like I'm taken care of? The other way, which for me personally, and I'm sure for you, makes me feel really good, is the concept of what is yours is going to be yours no matter what you do. And what is not meant for you is never going to touch you. So then all of a sudden, like, everything's like more peaceful. You're like, oh, I want to open this thing, or I want to do this thing. It's mine. But I can take my time to see if this is really mine or not. Like, I can daydream about it. I can ask questions about it. I have ample time because it is mine, right? It is mine to do. It is my destiny. It is the thing that's meant for me. It is who I'm meant to be. And so panicking about it does not make me feel better, right? It makes me feel worse about who I am, because then that egoic mind starts to speak and say, you're not doing it. Look at you. You're lazy. Everybody's getting the thing done but you. And there's all this talk that's happening that's encouraging you to pursue that in a fear-based space. Unlike the other way, which feels more like truth because it's gentler and kinder and sweeter, which is like, oh, take all the time. Don't even worry about it. The inspiration's going to show up at the right time. This is yours to make. This is who you will become. And it doesn't matter if a million other people do it. When you do it, it's going to be so uniquely yours and beautiful and amazing. And maybe 2 other people are going to end up doing it. And you're going to see like, oh, they're downfall, this, and this could be a way for you to be like, oh, then how can I do it differently? They've tested it out for me, and Source allowed somebody else to pursue this and tested it out. Now I have a better ground to work from, because I will tweak it from how they did it, because I'm seeing faults and I didn't really like it that way. And so just that the belief that it's all working out for you, and that it's all in perfect timing, and that what is meant for you will always be there for you. And what's not meant for you, no matter what you do and how hard you struggle and hit your head against a million walls, is not for you. It makes you feel better. And it's that feeling of making you feel better that people get really confused. Because you start to think like, oh, am I talking myself out of something? You know? Am I being too nice to myself right now? I need to whip it into I need to keep hounding it so that it does the thing. Like, am I being too nice? And it's like, no, you're just not used to being nice to yourself. You're not used to being kind to yourself. You've got voices in your head, like the teachers and the parents telling you, go study or you'll fail. It's like always feel fear-based, right? Go do the thing or this will happen. There's always a consequence, and it's terrible and horrifying if you don't do the thing. So these are the words and languages you have in your program. It's that fear. But when you hear yourself say something, or when you hear like someone say, well, everything is meant for you at the right time, everything calms down. The state of emergency disappears. This wrecked nervous system calms down. And all of a sudden, you're more open and receptive to inspiration. And you could be inspired not to follow through with it. You could be inspired to follow through with it in a different angle. You could be inspired in many different ways. So it's really very interesting to notice in your body what from the spiritual industry makes you feel rushed, worse about yourself, talk badly about yourself, and especially when it comes to pursuing the career path you want, the things that you desire, the space you want to go into, right? There is a difference between fear and a more peaceful state of being. It's more of a surrendering. It's more of a knowing that nothing that is yours you will ever miss. It is yours no matter what. And what is not meant for you, even if the ego wants it, is just simply not going to be yours. And for you to come to terms with, and all of that is okay. I'm not going to be missing out on anything in my life, okay? And if I do miss out on something, then for sure it wasn't for my highest and best good. And for sure it's not what my higher self truly desired for my path, and would have caused me a lot of angst and a lot of pain and a lot of suffering, that maybe right now that is not the path for me anymore, and I can let that go, because I'm not going to choose to make decisions through my fear, through all the fears that I have. So I wanted to, hopefully to give a deeper perspective on that, because they're two very opposing, and at the same time they're intertwined in a way, and you're the only decipher of that. You're the only one that can feel which one feels like all of a sudden, instead of like this, you're like this. You're like, oh, okay, I'm taken care of. I am safe. It's all showing up at the perfect time, and I'll know when it's there, right? And you can also ask divinity. You can also speak to the divine. You can say, oh, divine creator of all, inspire me when the right time is. I completely surrender to you. Show me the way. Show me how it's done. Take care of it for me. This is what I'd like to pursue. This is what I'd like to do, Show me the path to that. I want to feel happy. I want to feel I'm surrounded with a community I love. I want to feel joyful. I want to feel like I'm doing something that lights me up. Open that path for me, please, and take care of me. Thank you. And you just be open and receptive to whatever comes without panicking, like, oh my God, did I miss the sign? You don't ever miss the signs. They're always there for you. And if you miss them once and twice, they'll just keep coming until you're like, oh, okay, I see it. Thank you. And it's still, again, the perfect timing, right? So don't worry, my loves. It's all well for you. You are well. It's all working out. We're working now through the program really deeply, because sometimes these fear pockets we can't even see because we're so used to it. Plus, a lot of the indoctrine and the program is fear-based, right? So a lot of it just feels like second nature. And so when you hear it, you're like, oh yeah, of course this is true. It's how I function. But then to declutter that, or to call it out, like, I see you, that kind of thing. Anyway, I love you all so deeply and dearly. I hope you're all doing well and fine, and let me know if this made sense to you and what your concepts and ideas are in this perspective. I love reading your comments. I love talking to you and chatting and tapping into your wonderful energies. And even if I haven't met you all yet in person, and hopefully me and Mel are working to build a retreat. We're going to have a retreat next year. Hopefully we will meet you guys in person. But for now, just know that you mean a lot to me and a lot to Mel. And it just feels like we finally kind of have our people, and the kind ones, and we're all like vibrating in the same energy, and we're all like feeling the same things, and we're all opening up gently to certain new ways of being and perceiving things, and breaking free of anyone controlling us or controlling our thoughts, or, I'm breaking free of like fear having much say in our own being and being the driving force of who we are. So of course, your support is of great value. We've got a donation-based Buy Me a Coffee. We're so grateful for that and grateful to everyone that has donated. Thank you so much. It's so helpful. It really helps. You have no idea. And yeah, and I've got my book, Discover the Gifts of Your Disempowered Self. It's a beautiful book. It really flowed through me in the span of 2 weeks. The book was written, but it was just nonstop, and it was just profound. I mean, I still open it, and just like I open it any page to see what needs to be shared with me, and I'll see that, the disempowered version, and I'll be like, oh, there she is. Okay, let's work with you. What's going on? So it's a really cool book, and you'll find it in the description. I love you all so much. Take care of yourselves. We also have a private Facebook group if you do want to, chat more with other people, and we've got our membership sections here that you could check out on YouTube. So we're building this thing. We keep building and building and building. So because we also want a community of loving, kind people where we can all we can breathe together and just feel loved. So I hope you are feeling very loved and cared for, and that you mean a lot to us. All right. I love you. Bye.